Yo, what is up, guys? It is your boy Leeroy Gankins here, coming out to give him some more Astral Ascent. In today's episode, we're going to be taking on the Crimson Highlands update as AYLA for the first time. We've done it on all the other characters now. AYLA is the only one that we have left to do, and in this one, I'm going to be doing a more like how to play basic, like explaining my decision choice and the kind of basics of the game, because I've had people ask me a couple of times now to kind of make a overall arcing guide of the game, because either A, don't get the systems, or they would just like to know my decision choice and why I'm doing whatever. So that's what we're gonna do today. So we're gonna AYLA, no Destiny level. We're gonna go ahead and retract all that. There we go. And we're gonna do an entire run through here, and I'm gonna try and explain as much as possible of what I'm doing.
Love taking a stroll here.
We're met with the choice of two starting spells. We have Doppelganger that starts at level 1 and has a fire attachment, and then we have Metal Star that starts at nothing and has a lightning attachment. So the elemental affinity that some spells have, as you see at the very top of this spell, it says in the green number plus 20%. That's the level of the spell. Every level gives you 20% of the damage, up to 200%, max level being 10. And then some spells have an affinity for some elements of the gambits that you can get. In this case, it's fire, and then in the case of the Metal Star, it is lightning. You can also get spells that don't have any affinity, which means you can slot whatever you want on there, and then it will basically be okay in the end. But the spells that have an elemental affinity give you a bonus to damage when you aspect the elemental gambits that go along with the elemental affinity of that spell. So in this case, we have Metal Star with lightning, or we have Doppelganger with fire. Now I think I'm gonna start with the fire Doppelganger for two reasons here. For one, it starts at level 1 and Metal Star doesn't, and for two, I definitely like some ignition as well. As like, I like plasma, but I think ignition is better to overall apply the kind of elemental debuff of fire as well. So we're gonna go ahead and replace one of our starting spells. We got Doppelganger now, which just gives us a little clone that explodes. It's pretty nice, little repositioning of the movement. Now AYLA's signature spell is called Shadow Mark, which means she blinks to an enemy, and then she does bonus like damage to that enemy that she blinks to. Now I actually like going for overall cooldown on this spell if I can, so I'm going to reroll a little bit here and see what we can get. Vertically adds 1 stack of burn, increase the duration of Shadow Mark for 4 seconds, but increase the cooldown. Okay, I don't like cooldown increase. So we already have some burn on our spell, right? So I'm going to take the burning mark in order to give us more fire affinity. It's really good to kind of dump your resources into one thing if you can kind of get that going, because after they reach a max point of stacks of whatever element that you're applying on them, whether it's, you know, fire, lightning, poison, whatever, then they have an effect that does damage to them as well as the enemies around them. So it's pretty nice to kind of give you some AoE as well as some added damage. Now the kind of goal here for any kind of room that I have to get the bonus like stone altars, you need 5 keys minimum. So before we go into an exploration room, I want to have 5 keys all the time. You'll hear me talking about this on all my other episodes. I want 5 keys, right? That's for this update. I don't know if they're going to change it in the future. As before, I think it was 3 keys, but for now, you either want 3 or 5 keys. I'm always going to go in an exploration room when I have 5 keys. You know, 5 to 10 keys, and I'll go about that, explaining that a little bit later. But for now, we have 6 keys, and I prioritize auras a lot just because I think auras are the main way that you can kind of change your build going throughout this early stage of the game. It's not very good, I think, to go for gambits early, just because you're not guaranteed to keep 3 of these spells right here, and you don't want early spells because earlier spells that you pick up in the run start off at a lower level. So for now, I'm gonna go get this aura room. I have 6 keys, which means I'm guaranteed to get the bonus of the exploration room. And when we come across that, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So we're gonna go over here and clear out the enemies. What's up, bros? And I just missed that because I'm bad. Oh wait, did I get the other guy? my shadow mark right there. I actually really like that ability too. It's one of my favorite signature spells. So this is what I'm talking about. The Astral Chest is what it's called. I actually know what that's called. But here we can pay 3 keys for 1 pavo feather, or we can pay 5 keys for 2 choices of a stone altar. Now you can give like plus and cons like both these things, right? Sometimes we met with the choice of 1 stone altar or 2, or 1 pavo feather and 2. But in this case, I think it's always better just to go with the 5 key option. That's why I come to these exploration rooms that have 5 keys. So we're going to use the exploration rooms. I love mana. Max mana is OP, and we're going to get strength. I prioritize strength and then some tank stats. Strength, crit, tank stats, and I'll go along with kind of saying my reasoning as we get more upgrades. But strength is really good, especially early, considering that it just allows you to clear rooms that much faster, and stuff doesn't really hurt that much early, so you don't really need to stack some tank stats early if you can kind of get away from it. But tank stats are very, very strong right now, I think, and they are how you will get to the end boss and beat it the easiest. I have several videos where I just keep getting hit by the boss, and it doesn't kill me because I have so much tank stats. So there we got a gambit called triggers combustion on fall. I don't really like fall attack gambits or auras, so I'll probably be getting rid of that one later as well. So we'll see. So right now I only have 1 key, so I don't want to go into either of these rooms. So I'm going to take the key room. You might be like, okay, well, why don't you take the gambit room for your doppelganger spell, considering that most of the time when I have my videos, I always keep the first spell that kind of comes to me. That is because I'm not guaranteed a fire gambit, and this wants fire. So if I get some other gambit, I'm going to put it on these other spells, and that's going to be a wasted room in terms of the overall power arc that I'm going to achieve. So here we're just going to go for the key room, get the keys. Now, even if we complete this room, we'll only have 4 keys. So the next room I'm going to take is also going to be a key room. And again, I like to prioritize auras over the other 2. So here, going from here on out, I'm going to try to be having 10 keys. And the reason why I want 10 keys now is because I will always have 5 keys, no matter what. If an aura room shows up, right? Because like here again, we have quartz and gambit being our choices. And later on, you can actually get like 2 aura rooms back to back. So that's why I want 10 keys going forward, but we're just going to go with the key room again because I don't want either of those other ones, because like I said, getting them early is not very beneficial to you. When it is going to be a choice like that and I have 10 keys, I'm going to go for quartz, just because you're guaranteed a shop after every boss now, which allows you to kind of pick and choose what you can build. And I like to go for some like early heroic or mythic gambits in the shop, but we'll go through that as well. So again, we're just trying to get our keys up here, and then prioritizing aura rooms, and then when we have 10 keys, I'll go in quartz rooms, etc, etc. So here, earlier I said I don't like going for early spell rewards, because earlier spell rewards, like early in the run, right, like we're in the first area right now, they start out as a lower level. That's going to start out at max 1 to 2. So I don't want that one, right? Because there's a higher chance that I'm just going to replace it later on. So I'm just going to go to the AYLA Kingdom, get the aura reward. If the choice was either gambit there or the spell reward, I would take the spell rewards, just because I don't like early gambits at all. I don't like them. So it's enemies damaged by poison. We don't have poison. Gain a permanent wisp, which gives us fire. There's that. I'm gonna take in the increased strength bonus. That right. So anything that gives you permanent stats for your aura, I think is like BIS, like best in slot. The permanent wisp would be really cool too, considering I already have some fire damage. But I'm just gonna take the 15% strength. I do not have 10 keys, so I'm gonna go over here. I don't have 10 keys. There was an aura room. That's why I'm taking the key room.
Out of my way.
Just gonna keep reiterating what I say. Just to kind of get the point across what I'm trying to do. Ooh, hello there, buddy. Nice. Man, I actually really like the doppelganger spell because it gives you a lot of really good mobility. Now, when you first start out the game, right, I'm explaining everything as if either A, the systems aren't very clear to you, or you're just starting out the game being B. You're not going to dodge all these enemies' attacks, which is fine, because they don't really hurt that much early, but they will hurt more and more the later stages that you go. So that's why I kind of like the spec in the tank stats as well, that because it gives you the easiest thing, and you don't really need the overall strength, and you'll see why later. So here we have 11 keys. So I'm going to take one of the exploration rooms because I have 10 or more, and I'm going to take quartz. And the reason why I'm taking quartz here instead of the keys, which give me more stars, or the gambit, is because like I said, you get the shop room guaranteed at the end of stages, or after bosses. That way you can kind of more customize your build. Okay, I'm gonna take stone altar here. So I don't really like taking the attack speed, so when it comes to tank stats, I like to prioritize max life, and you'll see why later. So we're gonna take max life first, and then armor. It doesn't really matter which one you take first, just as long as you kind of can take them in order. You can take attack speed if that's what you like. I just personally don't think attack speed is a very good like bonus to get like forcing on your stone altars. If you get it in your auras or something, or you can get it on like when you level up passives, like that's fine. But I don't like prioritizing it as a whole. Not saying it, it's that bad of a stat or something. I just don't think it's better than the other ones, in my personal opinion. All right, and dodge the enemy there, but it's all right. We got some armor, some health. So here we have an aura room. So I have more than 5 keys, so I'm taking the aura room. Very good. You might be like, okay, well, what happens if you run into an aura room right after this? I'm gonna bite the bullet and not take it because I want more keys instead. So if I don't have at least 5 keys, I'm not gonna take an aura room. But that's why I want at least 10 keys. That way I can have the most power going into the bosses for taking other rooms. Because you don't just want to rack up keys over and over. So I don't want to end the stage with like 30 keys and then miss out on a bunch of stone altars, because that's going to make you weaker for the area boss. All right, so we're going to use our 5 keys, get the stone altar again. Now my priority system of these is going to be strength, crit, life, armor, attack speed. And then if I get mana, I actually like prioritizing mana over like everything, just because having a bunch of mana allows you just to dump your spells, and it feels pretty nice, especially on people like AYLA that have higher mana costs as a whole as well. So I'm going to take strength and life here. I'll leave my priority system for the stone altar in the comments below, and kind of give my reasoning as well, more in-depth explanation. And also, if you guys have any questions, like if I'm not answering something you want answered specifically, then I can also answer that in the comments as well.
Powerful.
So we're gonna take keys here because I have less than 5, or less than 10, I would say as well, because there's not no more room there. With aura, I'm gonna take it if I have 5. The only time that is untrue for me is when it's like the final area. Oh, I hate this guy. I really hate that that elite affix there that spawns the gravity ball thing. Really annoying. After we complete this run, I'll start doing the Destiny series again. So that way I can see if my tank theory kind of holds up. Not saying you have to go tank, like you can prioritize stuff, like always doing strength and crit and everything like that. It's just, if you get tank stats, it allows you to make more mistakes, which is fine. Now, if you play perfectly, you don't need tank stats, right? Because you're not going to get hit. But that is increasingly hard to do, especially in the later areas, considering how fast the bosses can be. I'm gonna take keys here again because I have less than 10. Again, if it's gambits or quartz, I'm not going to take it if I have less than 10 keys. If it's aura, I will take it if I have 5. No.
Almost there.
After this, it will also give us a fast track to Andromeda's bar, which will be well, we will spend all of our stars. And Andromeda's bar is basically just the same choices of the stone altars. It's just you're limited to one choice, one or the other, and then once you pick one or the other, it goes away. I tried to get that guy, man, I missed. Nice. So we're going to go Andromeda bar here. The reason why I don't want the quiet room is because it doesn't allow us to spend any of our stars. I will take a quiet room if I have just like spent too many stars on healing prior or something, if it's a later area, but not really going to have to go through that because I'm not really taking a lot of damage, so I don't really need it. So we're just going to go to Andromeda bar so we can spend our stars. Now, the first thing you're going to do when you come to Andromeda's bar is you're going to see this door. And so you see this door that's like pulsing blue. If it's pulsing blue and you do not have a spell or like a Zodiac spell that you can summon, or you would like to get rid of it, like you don't like the specific Zodiac that you got, you can enter this room, and then there will be a random assortment of Zodiacs in here that you can actually talk to, and then if you it'll kind of go through like a roulette kind of system, and if it lands, oh my god, if it lands on the red heart like that, you become friends with them.
Worked a lot on Cobalt. If I join, it is to try her out.
Then you get them as a summon that you can use. Cobalt being the spear of Scorpio as well. So they are right there, right under my character model in the top left. I have the R3 where I can now summon Scorpio, which will mainly be for boss fights. I don't really summon them at any other points. So I'm not really, I haven't really lost much health, so I'm not going to buy the healing shards and use the ones that I have already. It's not worth it to me. So here we have crit chance or armor. I like saying crit. Again, if you want to see the priority list, it's in the it'll be in the comments below. I'll take crit again. Here I like taking max life over armor, and we're gonna take crit again. So now we actually have a good amount of crit. It costs 8 stars all the way through. It used to increase, but it doesn't anymore. So once you have less than 8 stars, you can't buy any more of her drinks. And then the only thing that increases for star value is going to be the healing shards. Now they start at 6 and they go up incrementally as well, the more and more that you use them. So that's why I don't like to use them if I don't really have to, but sometimes you do. Sometimes you get hit a lot, and sometimes that's me all the time. All right, our boss is going to be Taurus. What's up, Taurus?
Finally, Scorpio, you have friends your own age.
I'm not going to like talk about in depth how to beat the bosses. It's just an experience thing. You get a feel for the bosses, you get a feel for the movement pattern, because they don't really have a like constrained type of attack pattern that they do. So you're just gonna have to get used to all their attacks and then dodging them accordingly in a random pattern that they do. That's just, you know, a roguelike for you. You're just gonna have to play, get the bosses down.
I see you're still struggling with the difference between friends and servants.
I really wonder how you managed to convince them.
Manipulation, big boy. Did you have any other stupid comments?
I've never seen the Scorpio versus Taurus here. Oh, as soon as the fight starts, I'm just gonna summon my summon, which is gonna be Scorpio. He's gonna throw his spears around. All right.
Well played. Well played.
So Taurus is almost already dead, and that's like 100% the summon that I have. It's not really me. I haven't really touched them that often. Now, I did keep a lot of uptime there, so like, I don't know. Maybe I'm doing okay. I was hoping to dodge that too. Could have been faster on that. That's fine.
Yes. That was fun.
any roguelike is all about dealing damage while not taking damage, and that goes for a lot of games. It's not only roguelikes, it's like, you know, even most and stuff, you can say that as well. We have crit hit here, poison stacks on hit, or snowflake. So this is the really bad thing that happens, right, when you don't take an early spell reward. And I'm kind of thinking that, like, sometimes it's worth just to take the early spell reward. Like they give you, it's always guaranteed that you're going to get one spell reward going through the first area, and I think it's really worth on taking and then getting a spell that has a, like, no affinity at all, because the game, it doesn't want to prioritize giving you like the elemental affinity that you have. So right here, my doppelganger spell, the one that I'm probably going to take for the rest of the game, is fire affinity, and none of these give me fire on it, which means I don't want to put any of these gambits on that spell, because it will not give it the bonus damage that a fire damage spell would. It would still get a small amount, but if you completely fill out all of the gambit slots in any kind of affinity spell with that chosen affinity, it gets double the bonus at the end. So if you have a spell that has no elemental affinity and you just filled out with random gambits, at the end, when you fill it all up, it will have 50% bonus damage. So right here where it says plus 20%, plus 10%, that plus 10% is the elemental affinity. So if it has none, then at the end, when you fill up all the gambit slots, no matter what's in it, it would have plus 50%. If it has an elemental affinity and you fill it up completely with that element, so in this case fire, instead of it saying plus 50%, it would say plus 100%, thus doubling the damage, right? So anyway, I actually really like poison here. I think I'm gonna take the poison, and I'll just put it on the ethereal knives, and if we get rid of the spell, we get rid of the spell. It is what it is. That's something you could again make the case for. When I took the AYLA Kingdom instead of taking the AYLA Kingdom, maybe it would have been better for the spell award. That way I would have a better chance of getting a spell that I'm gonna keep for later. But it's fine. So we come to the second area, and oh my god, we do already have some poison affinity, so I'm gonna take the poison master here. Restore reward mana on signature spell cast. That's really good. 10 freeze on hit is really cool too. I actually really like the mana cost though, because now if we get reduced cooldown, we basically get like free
Zodiac?
free mana just all the time. Now I don't really know what to take from Chameleon's Lottery. Kind of just depends on what you need. Kind of thinking about like, I don't need keys for the next few rooms, so I'm thinking about just taking the stars. I think I really ever take the quartz, even though it's not necessarily bad. It's actually be pretty useful. I'm just gonna take the stars here. If you get 16 stars, then it pays off pretty well, but you know, you don't, it's okay. Like I said, after every boss room, when you come to the first room after the first area, so in this case we're in the second area, you get a peddler room always, which means you can spend your quartz that you have gotten. In this case, I really like to, that is missiles on hit. That is crazy. Okay, so normally what I do is I buy the slot unlocker for my spell that I got, right? For my doppelganger here. But in this case, there's a mythic gambit that has 15 missiles. So I'm going to buy this. I'm going to unlock a slot that had the mythic gambit of the poison stacks, and I'm going to get this for that spell as well. And we're going to take ethereal knives with us through the end. That's pretty wacky. I don't think I've ever done that before. So here comes an aura room, so we're going to take the aura room again. As I said before, I like prioritizing the aura rooms.
Exploration requires precision. Weird taste, but refreshing.
Nice. Okay. My man just got bullied in the corner. Oh, I just missed. Okay, we're gonna spend our keys. I really like crit. I don't like attack speed, like I said before. There's the armor. Andromeda Trial. This just gives you an elixir that gives you 3 random ups if you complete it, and they're all kind of different. In this case, we have to jump across these little mushroom things to the end and not get hit. I'm really bad at these, by the way, so they're not necessarily hard. They're just hard for my pea brain. Very dumb. All right. So we made it past the first one pretty easily. And there we go. We made it past that one. So, can I get up the wall? Thank you. So yeah, at the end you get you get a potion that randomly increases. I don't think it's always attack speed, max life, and strength. I'm pretty sure it can be any three, but I could be wrong. Not 100% sure. But I'm pretty sure it's random 3. If I'm not, someone will correct me in the comments, I think. All right, gonna kill that guy. Oh, I was wanting to shadow dash the other one, but that's fine. I don't really lose much there. Enemies damaged by poison at 50%. Okay, this actually works out considering we get a bunch of poison too. So now, yeah, I want to replace the target and the combustion one 100%. We're gonna go for keys because I have less than 10 keys and it's not an aura room. And now you guys are kind of falling into the thought process that I have here. Oh, I didn't mean to dash into that, but there it is. Oh, and I'm getting hit by everything. Sick. Don't worry, I will continue to play sloppy. Always. That's why I go for tank stats. Hashtag never punished. Getting always punished, but it's okay because I have 1,000 armor at the end.
That felt good.
Get our keys going. Pavo Feather or Spell Ward. I will almost always take Pavo Feather here. And I'm very greedy with it, and you'll see what I mean.
A feather.
So there's our feather. I'm gonna check. I always check and see what the next room is, because if it's a sometimes it's a quiet room here, which is 100% what I would take, because I would just dump all of my health here. So the reason why I like prioritizing health over armor is because if you get enough health, you can actually get a bonus Pavo Feather in these rooms, and it's very, very useful. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think I'm gonna start upping Ethereal Knives because I plan to keep this one. So I'm just gonna dump most, if not all, of my health here. As you see, I have 66 health. So what I do now, I only dump the fallen one there if I have a healing shard, which I do. So use the healing shard, go up to 266. I'm not going to use them again because that would most certainly be my death. We have above 10 keys, so we're going to take the quartz. And we're going to go on with our merry way here. The reason why I don't take the summon room there, by the way, is because I have Scorpio, so I don't really want to take it. We get another Pavo Feather there. Now we have level 6 Ethereal Knife with double Mythic Gambit. Kind of nuts, I'm not going to lie to you.
They are so delicious.
Okay. Dum da 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 da. Hate this fish thing that's about to come rock my ass. Sometimes I just don't see him. It makes me very sad. Look at that. We almost have all of our health back, as well as another healing shard too. So, like, you know, it pays to be aggressive sometimes. Now, if I would have got hit by every mob coming in here, I'd have been very sad. That does happen sometimes. I just, you know, get hit by everything, but didn't happen this run. Then we have a quiet room. Not going to take it. I'm instead going to take the slot unlocker from the void. And I'm going to use this on the Ethereal Knives. The reason why I'm going to use this on the Ethereal Knives instead of the Doppelganger course is, for one, we already have a free slot for fire if we end up getting that from the boss, because the reward from the boss is always a Gambit, Mythic or higher, higher being Astral. But this way we also have a chance to get a random Gambit on our Ethereal Knives if it does not drop fire. And it all turns out to be Daijoubu in the end. Yo, what's up, homie? I jumped into that. I'm bad. Then we got some poison stacks going on here. Good old Lupus here. And I think she's just dead. Yep. The poison and the fire dot tick is actually insane. I love how AYLA too is just so aggressive that she says, "Get the hell out." Really doesn't like the constellation bosses. So we're going to again unlock the Ethereal Knives for the reasons I said before, and we're gonna go Echo Isles. Echo Isles is basically a like a permanent upgrade that lasts with you, that can be really, really impactful. The ones I love to take here are going to be any of the Echo spells, or if we have something called Ordon's Fury, Mordon's Fury does 25% of the boss's HP and can net you a pretty free win at the end. It's pretty nice. Don't want to take that, so I'm just gonna take this echo spell from Kaylee here, which is when we use our signature spell, which is the Shadow Mark. She will spawn in and do a powerful attack combo. Sounds good to me. Thanks, Kaylee. So we're gonna take the ore room here because I have 2 ores I want to get rid of. Like I said, I don't like the fire or not the fire, but the fall attack ones. I don't really like them because I just think there's so much better stuff that you can get. And then the add target on spell refresh, I don't really care about that one either, to be honest. I actually like that one less than the fire fall one. So yeah, we're gonna take the ore here because I have more than 5 keys, and we're gonna go on with it.
Almost there.
After we caught this mob, we're going to be using the astral chest here. We got 2 Pavo Feather. I think I'm just going to use this on Ethereal Knives again, to be honest, man. Now we have a level 8 Ethereal Knives, man. I don't think I've ever maxed the beginning spell like this, like in any run that I've ever done. Cool. But part of, playing any roguelike, I think, is adapting to the situation, or like the RNG situations that happen. So I think it's we're doing pretty all right for ourselves. I was waiting for that guy just to die of the bleed. Oh yeah, I have little saplings, dude, because I do that when people take poison damage. Pretty nice. Be aware of like little elemental hazards, or not hazards, but like boons like this. So like this thing, it charges these little fire pellets, and if you hit it, then they go out and seek enemies that are close to it and do a bunch of damage to them. They'll be like that in just about every place. 2 life still on critical hit. We're already stacking a bunch of crit. Gonna take that over the target. That's actually really good sustain. I have less than 10 keys in this situation, so I'm gonna take keys. And here we go.
Out of my way.
All right, cool. Callie spawns, but she spawns all the way over in BFE. I think Kaylee should spawn where I'm dashing, or like where I dashed to instead of where I dashed from. Devs will probably make that happen at some point. Oh my god. I'm gonna take a draw in the bar. I'm actually gonna opt for the Greer route of not taking the elemental shards again. So where we have crit, I'm gonna take crit.
Incredible cocktail.
Strength or armor, I like strength. Crit or armor, I like crit. Max mana or max life. Like, my spells aren't really expensive, so I don't really think I need mana here, so I'm just gonna take max life instead. There are situations like if I had, more expensive spells that I would like max mana there, but I don't really need it. We saw Leo in the bar, which means it has to be the other boss. In this case, it has to be good old Sagittarius.
Scorpio! Why?
Sometimes my old man and I do not agree.
I don't care. Why did you leave me?
Oh.
Sometimes my old man and I do agree.
Oh no, dude. That was pretty good. All right, summon Scorpio again at the very beginning. Oh. I forgot that she hit me still after that, which is really annoying. Scorpio attack kind of can be disorienting for me. Pretty weird. Ugh. Hashtag bullet hell. Actually, it's not that bad. Sagittarius having a very hard time trying to hit me here. And I have a lot of sustain too, just because of the crit lifesteal as well. This isn't actually that bad. You just kind of dodge in between the gaps and it's alright. Gonna build some mana here while she does her things, just because she's invulnerable when she starts that. And I got hit there because I'm bad. I'm trying to dodge the last second there. Sometimes I get that dodge, sometimes I don't. Kaylee, you're missing, girl. You in fact miss those. You can also just like dodge all the tendrils like that. You just kind of have to stutter step back. And I think she should be dead. Nice.
Frack! How dare you!
Well, frack you. Oh, you can actually just keep hitting her and build some more mana there. It's not really that important, but sometimes I like doing it.
That's a powerful gambit.
Oh, Astral Gambit this time, so we get crits on that. Whoa! 5% chance to apply 10 of all effect stacks on hit. Okay. And this is poison. I'm going to go with a very small chance to apply 10 of all effects on hit. And the reason why I'm doing this is because this is a multi-hit spell that hits 3 times. So I effectively have 15% chance to do this every time I cast this. And that sounds pretty sexy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like that a lot. Dum.
My sisters would have loved this place.
1 mana on basic attack. That's what I'm gonna take. I think. Ooh, or inflicts 2 random effects on crit hit. Man, mana on basic attack hit is actually really, really good. I love mana steal, but we don't really have expensive spells. So I'm actually gonna take the random effect here. If we had more expensive spells, I would take 100% the mana gain, because that is just OP. Using your signature spell, the Shadow Mark is applied to 2 or more enemies. Enemies are normally never the problem. It's always the bosses, so I don't really think I'm gonna take that. Pretty like he's adds 1 electrify, killing an enemy with Shadow Mark. Okay, so we're just gonna re-roll that. I don't really like any of those options. No, freeze or poison. I could add poison here. We already have poison, I think, to it, right? No, we have burn to it. But we do have poison affinity as well, so I think I'm gonna take the poisoning. And now we're gonna go ahead on our way to the peddler shop. Looking for a mythic gambit again. If it spawns here, if it doesn't, that's fine as well. Oh my lord! Wow. So I'm just gonna buy the slot unlocker again. Okay, and then we're gonna buy that's location. I don't think I've ever had that happen where it just like gives me the back-to-back mythic gambit there. If these are common heroic, I don't really prioritize them that much here because I want to save my money for higher level spells in the last area. But I mean, we have a really decked out spell that has nothing but mythic gambits on it, so I think that's pretty good. I still want to get rid of this fiery fall thing, so we're going to take the ore room here. I think it's pretty strong. Misplayed there. Fine.
Weird taste, but refreshing.
All right, gonna take the stone altar here. Strength and life. Nice. Oh, soul critical. Wow. Yep. Okay. Well, now we have pretty good ores that I don't really want to get rid of anymore. So I'm just gonna start taking probably quartz rooms going forward at 5 keys. Once you have ores that you're pretty happy with, you can stop taking the ore runes, because after that point you're not gonna get stronger off of them, right? You get stronger off of quartz rims because you're gonna be using the quartz in the final area, regardless. You're pretty strong. We could definitely be stronger. I need to kind of figure out some stuff with my stronger spell, but all right. I think I missed with that doppelganger. That makes me incredibly sad. Gonna die? No. Didn't have poison or fire on him. No dot. So we're just gonna kill him, go to the next area. I don't really want auras, but I do need another spell ward in order to have something to absorb the gambit later, just in case. I'm gonna take choose from several spells here.
That's mine.
Spells here. We have Thousand Knives with lightning, Fatal Dash with lightning, or Ice Thrower with nothing. I think I'll take Ice Thrower with nothing. Just because, yeah, it would be fine to take a gambit. Normally I just take the elemental stuff anyway. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna take Fatal Dash with lightning, and then whatever will be. Thousand Knives is fine, but I like Fatal Dash more. Yeah. Take the Fatal Dash and then go along our way. I'm gonna take the quartz here because I already have 5 keys. Could take some gambit rooms too, but like I said, I like doing the quartz so I can spend it in shop later. Last area shop is OP. I'm gonna take strength and armor.
It's a good offense.
You say that as I literally take defense. Boom, boom. With Shadow Mark and the Fatal Dash, I actually have a lot of movement too. It's pretty nice. Oh my lord. Don't know how I didn't get hit there, but you know, we're gonna take that shit. Never mind, there it is. I got hit right in the mouth. AoE happens for a hot second after it goes away, because the fish there that fires have to travel. Like, I thought he was getting away. Nah. When I kill enemies, I get quartz. That's why I want to kill them. Don't have any keys, so we're gonna take keys. Boom, boom.
Let's dance. I knew you couldn't do this without me.
Poor little eel dude. I just don't know what those are. I think they're eels. I think. Are they eels? Something like that, I don't know. Water snack. There's eels. Yeah, I always have a lot of mana gen now too, thanks to the crit. Hey, these dudes. Oh my god. Nice. I'm gonna take that, go along with it. Yeah, I'm gonna take quartz here. Boom. Like the 5 key option all the time. Yeah, I like crit and the armor. I have a lot of armor now, and armor just energizes with more and more life you have. I actually really like taking armor later, especially considering that when you level up, when your character levels up, you get health. It's like early, like I said, stuff doesn't really hit that hard or that often, so you can get away with not getting that much defensive stats early. But later I think it's really, really good, just because it allows you just to make mistakes and be okay. And take keys and rinse and repeat.
You don't see me. Not worry. I'm here now.
I wasn't worried. Oh, I was worried. Oh my, I just missed. I actually really like the lifesteal that we have here. It's so much sustain. Nice. Oh, he jumped into it. That's sick. Woo. You gotta try to predict me. It was nuts. I don't know how I didn't get hit there, but you know, we're gonna take that. This guy has every status effect ever. Oh man. Yeah, our build's kind of nuts. I'm gonna say quartz again. Oh no.
Must be
Level feather by 2. So this is level 8. Like I said, max level for any spells is level 10. So this is 2 levels away from that. So I'm just going to use it on this, get this to level 10. And now I have a fully stacked Ethereal Knives, which I don't think I've ever done before. Pretty sick. Just goes to show you don't really need that many, like, you don't really need OP spells or anything like that
a ticket.
to really win the run. You might be like, well, you haven't won yet. You are correct. You are 100% correct, but I'm very confident this is a win. Boom, ba-da-dum. I am very confident this is a win. Yep, gonna go take a draw on the bar. We're full health. We have the healing. We're playing out of our mind. Don't need to go in there. Armor or strength. I like taking strength. I like taking strength. I like taking strength. And we're going. I actually have a lot of a lot of strength and crit. We're actually gonna hit pretty hard. So we have Scorpio as a summon, therefore it has to be the other boss here, which is going to be Pisces. There will be a third boss in this area when the game finishes, but I don't know what that third area or what that third boss is. Not very familiar with Zodiac signs. I think it's Cancer.
Interesting.
See, Grandma? It could be the right way, right? The orphanese deserve to rule this place.
Disappointing.
What? But I thought you would be proud.
Aww. Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and pop the damage. I was waiting to find another Echo Isle either. That's insane. Ooh, that like normally that almost one hit them all. That's insane. Just gonna not get hit by the AoEs. Better not get hit than just like the force damage. The boss will out DPS you almost all the time. So don't be that guy. I can tell you are not the one. See, I'm not the one. Could actually like dodge that pretty easily, but I'm just too dumb. Oh no, she dashed it. But look how much, like, I took no damage from that, by the way. Dude, thanks to Astral Ascent. Thanks to and I have a lot of damage, dude. Oh, see, like, I'm just gonna take it. Okay, I'm not even trying to dodge anymore. I say as I literally dodge all of her attacks. And she did. I got hit by 2 Grand Slams. Everything she threw at me, it was just not enough, dude. I'm just too tanky. And the last boss is also not going to be enough, I'm telling you. We're just too strong, no matter who it is. So we get Wisp, Ice Idol, or Electrify. I'll be honest with you, we are not completing this one ever. They were really completing either one of these. So, to be honest, this is spell after spell is cast. Okay, I actually like the spell is cast here. So I'm gonna do it on that one. Because my doppelganger doesn't hit that much. Neither does Fatal Dash, to be honest. Crimson Highlands awaits for level 7. Mana Steel, Electrify, Nimbus. I'm gonna take Mana Steel. This is OP. Electrify, Poison. Bossy, dude? I already have the poison thing, no? I'm just gonna reroll. Trigger summon Yali once signature spell is cast. That's not bad. But I don't really want it. Just 1 freeze, 1 poison. Okay, we'll stick poison, I guess. That's fine. Mo poison, mo problems. I don't think I've ever seen this all in the background. That's kind of whack. No chameleon. So we're just gonna take the shot. Alright. So the first thing I need is to replace this weak spell that I have, the Ethereal Knives, and I'm just looking for the strongest spell currently. This is 120 plus 10. So I'm looking at the damage numbers. So this is 120 plus 10%. And this is 120 plus 0 and 120 plus 0. So I think I'm just going to take lightning speed
I will take this.
and say see ya to this one. That increases our power by a lot. I'm just letting you know. That's kind of gross. And I don't really care about filling out this stuff, but this is a mythic gambit with vulnerability. So I'm going to take this real quick and put this on lightning speed because it does hit a lot. And you might be like, oh, but it has fire affinity. There's no way I can fill out this spell anymore, no matter what, going through the run. So I'm just going to slap on whatever mythic gambit that I can get. It's pretty good. And we have a heroic gambit here that I'll probably buy up, and I'll put that on Fatal Dash. This is 10 vulnerability if the life is if their life is full. So if I can start this with the boss and then use all of my stuff, the boss will die very quickly. I don't have 5 keys, so we're just gonna go take keys. I'm gonna prioritize gambits instead, considering that there isn't a shop after this, because this is the last area for now. And I still have some things to use. Yo, can you maybe chill? Oh, that guy died. Oh god, lightning shrimp. Oh, lightning shrimp. Okay, done. Nice, and we killed that elite unit. Yeah, a little Yali next to him, so we rescued him. We don't have 5 keys, so we're gonna go take keys. Look at that, isn't that easy? No 5 keys, no take exploration room, no sad. Oh, I hate that enemy. Oh, we just cleared him out, thank god. Man, you can get overrun with enemies fast. I'm just letting you know, like, that's kind of nuts. I'm not like the strongest I've ever been, but I don't really think I'm that weak either. I think we're pretty good. I don't know if we had stronger runs, I've just had weaker runs. The Kieran run was pretty weak, but we ended up winning, so. Dum, da, dum. I'm gonna take Gambit rewards here because I don't want any auras. What's on my Fatal Dash? Lightning. Army of Warmth, this. Stellar Tempest. Alright, so it's common. Heroic Gambit. Plasma on hit. Yeah, we'll take that with this. That's fine. And I don't really care about the commons, so I'm just gonna salvage record. See you, dude. Now we're pretty well off. It doesn't really matter what we take. I'm just gonna take the Quartz Award. Because again, I don't really want to place any of my stuff.
Let's get going.
I could find stuff like more crit chance or more mana that could be okay, but I don't know. I wouldn't take them, to be honest. Maybe I would take more crit chance over the poison thing here, actually. That'd be like the only thing that I would take though. You can try to keep me out, dude. I just want to go back over here to see if I, yeah, I was gonna say, I saw this like platform going up and I was like, I just missed the astral chest. Sometimes they can be a little hidden. You gotta look around for. We're gonna take crit in life. Oh, you dick. Nice. Another little Yali over there. Hi. No, my fuck. Okay, my bad. I didn't have to get hit by that. I just panicked. I was scared. We don't really need a Slaw Unlocker, but we'll take the Void, because why not? Why not, dude? We'll go fight a boss. And before I just die to the boss. I've had that happen before, too. Yeah, I just got the 10 of every effect on that guy. That's nuts. Holy crap, he died.
Get out of my way.
Yeah, Draco. Beat it. There's a lot of stars too. That's another reason why I took it. We'll just, I don't really care who gets it, dude. We'll just apply it to lightning speed and say, sounds good. Yo, Echo Isle? Okay, this is where it comes out with the Ordon Fury here. Oh, look at that, dude. Ordon's Fury is the best one. Don't ever take anything else in Ordon's Fury. It's so good. Okay. All right, the boss is dead. We do lose the effectiveness of the applied 10 vulnerability on hit on the boss, but I think that's worth 25% of its HP just gone. OP. Or 20%, whatever it is.
Precision.
Pretty sick. Oh, well, I suck. Yeah, I think you missed. Okay, I have so much life still on crit, it's gross. That guy did not hit me. Actually, he did hit me, but... Bruh. Bruh. Go and use the healing quartz here. There's no reason not to, I don't think. Whoa, enemies! Woo!
That
A lot
was
of damage.
easy.
That was easy. Speak for yourself. Okay. We have more than 5 keys, so we're gonna take this, and after this, it's going to be our last like exploration room that we can do before the final boss, or before the final area boss. Oh my lord! How did that not hit me? I don't know. Oh, a feather too. We're gonna go ahead and eat this.
So beautiful.
And we do have, I just remember we had Doppelganger 1. I think the best bet would just be to level that up, to be honest. Wait for these things to stop being in the middle, and then we're gonna hop down. Ooh, Thunder Dash. Everything's just dead. I love Thunder Dash. It's like the best thing ever. It's the game saying, yo, here's a victory lap.
They are so delicious.
I don't need this quartz here. That's fine. We'll take it. Heroic? Do I have a common anything? Ignition. This is nothing though. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take this on the lightning speed. Look at that. Okay, we're pretty good. We're pretty good. Now this is kind of bad that I didn't get another healing charge, so I'm gonna have to use 6 of my little tokens here on a full healing shard. So I'm just gonna get this. That way we have a full healing shard, because the full healing shard heals a lot more than just 4. So here I'm gonna take crit.
Incredible cocktail, my
And here I'm gonna take life, crit, and for the last one, it's gonna be life. Yeah. 575 life, 10 crit, 9 damage, 4 armor. Pretty good, pretty good. And now, let's go say hi to the boss.
I have a bad feeling about this.
One to dash. All right, who's it gonna be? Ooh, it's Aquarius. Okay, I like Aquarius. I think Aquarius is easier than Libra. My man looks mad.
A child? Who are you?
Called me Aquarius.
If you don't let me through, I will have to fight you.
I don't think he cares.
Let's finish this.
So there we have Ordon's Fury. Does a lot of damage, and here we're gonna summon Scorpio. Oh, yo, that crit too? Jesus Christ, dude. I mean, Aquarius not having a good time. No, he put me in it, dude. Fuck. But there we took the slam, but it only did like 20 damage. And already Aquarius has lost half his HP, by the way. Oh no. The lag. Not the lag. It's actually not that hard to dodge, but I always forget that he dashes after. This is the DPS phase. Hit the barrel until the edge of the arena is not all red. And go to the edge of the arena. If you stand in that, it will kill you. Don't do it. You'll die. Horrible death. Okay. Bullet hell phase again. Just look for the opening and go dodge toward it. Don't forget that he always dashes after. Like I always do. And I still have a heal too, by the way. Like this isn't even close. I just found a spell. He's dead. I still have a heal. He's dead.
Blades useless against stone. Attack me next time.
It was on purpose.
You too nice for this place.
Aww. The little dude had a little moment. That's kind of cute. Still learning the lores of those guys. Oh, there we go. And see, you get an Astral Gambit, which is stronger than the Mystic Gambits. Man, we get 3 poison on hit. I wish I would find those more often, but they do be rare. I could have spammed a lot more spells there, by the way, because we had the crits right there. On 30% chance to add mana on crit, and that's for everything, your auto attack spells, all that shit. So I could just spam way more spells there. I just didn't want the fight to end too fast. And this is the final area. This is where the final boss is going to be. But for now, we die. But I'm guaranteeing you, if the final boss was here, he'd be dead. I would Thanos snap that dude. He's done. That build's actually pretty good. Pretty good. I really jive with that build. I know this was a little bit more of a long form commentary slash impromptu guide of kind of how to play Astral Ascent. But if you guys have any kind of questions whatsoever, put them in the comments below, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. That way this video can kind of serve as a very rough guide slash gameplay for people to kind of go through and follow as they will until I can make like a actual higher quality one, I think, with some edits or something. But for now, that's just what it's going to be. If you guys enjoy, please like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. In the next episode of Astral Ascent, we're going to be trying one of these guys on Destiny level 1. If there's a character that you want to see in the next episode, let me know. But it might be I just might start with Kaylee or Kieran, I don't know. But if you guys want to see someone, just let me know in specific. But until next time, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good day. Peace.